Hey guys, today welcome to the latest episode of Pissed Off Movie Asshole. Now, I know I promised Stephen King's It Chapter 2 to be the newest episode of Pissed Off Movie Asshole, but I decided to put that away until the next episode. I know, many are thinking, what? But why? Well, it's my series, and I know people love Pissed Off Movie Asshole, and they love it when I get angry about a horror movie. But today, I'm going to be talking about mostly other horror movie remakes, horror movie sequels that sucked ass, and basically other horror movies that were just plain out fucking garbage. So, yeah. So join me, my filthy animals, as I crack open an RC Cherry Cola. Drink some. I already drank some, but oh, anyways, and I'm here to tell you about horror movies remakes that are good, horror movie remakes that fucking sucked ass, and horror movie sequels that sucked ass, and horror movie sequels that were actually pretty good, and prequels that were pretty good and also sucked ass. So yeah. And let's go down to the mean and gritty with this one, Dawn of the Dead remake. Not my cup of tea. Didn't care for the Dawn of the Dead remake. I thought it was alright. Some people liked it. Some people hated it. I know, man, I didn't. Oh wait, I did hate it. Well, I didn't care for it that much. A lot of people loved this movie. I didn't care for the Dawn of the Dead remake. It was just another remake that I just didn't care for. I prefer the original. I'm sorry, okay? Oh, shut up, Zombie Henry. Oh, bam! Sorry about that. As I was saying before, I was really interrupted by Zombie Henry, who's now over dead. Yes, put him in the fire. Thank you. Um, Now, on the other hand, let's go to a remake out of that series that was actually good, with the 1990 Night of the Living Dead remake, starring, of course, the late great Tony Todd, and the woman who played Barbara in it. I seen her in another movie. I forgot what movie I seen her in, but yeah, Barbara was badass in that movie. She was fucking badass. I mean, like, my God, when she was like there, like when she was like there, I'm losing it. Then at the end, when she shot and killed Mr. Cooper, and the way the fucking rednecks looked at her was like, uh, the way they looked at her was like, remind me never to piss her off. So yeah. Now, on the other hand, was that remake good? Yeah. Did it have its flaws? Yeah. I mean, some of it. Some people said it was boring. It was a pointless remake. But this may sound like an insult, but I prefer the remake of Night of the Living Dead to the classic. Yes, I love the classic Night of the Living Dead, but at least in this one, it has kind of a little bit more of a happier ending. Even though Ben still died, I mean, at least this time he didn't get killed accidentally. They actually had a reason to kill him. And Ben didn't remember. He did remember Barbara, because if you look at it, you know, he was like this. He was like that. And then they shot and killed him. Then Mr. Cooper came out. He was like, you came back. You came back. Bam! That was fucking funny. That was funny. That movie, that was just a good. It was a good movie. Let's go to a movie that almost had the same cigar as the original. Well, you know how it is, but no cigar and all that shit. You know what I fucking mean. But yeah, let's go to it. And that's the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. The movie almost had the cigar as the original. You know what I mean. It was almost as good as the original, but had some few steps that it missed. Making it more bonkers, making it crazy, and making it more bloodier. Now, the original hardly had any blood, except for when the hitchhiker got ran over and blood splashed all over Sally when he got ran over. I can't believe they did that scene in reverse. That was pretty cool. And then they filmed, I think, a body going under the semi when they filmed it having him go over it. I believe the semi truck driver is still alive and the hitchhiker. Yeah, him and the one that played Grandpa are the only ones left from out of the family in the original movie. And it's kind of sad that Andrew Bernarski, though, is the only one that's left in the remake. Well, him and the one that played the crazy looking girl that looked like she was on meth, the tea lady's daughter. Yeah, the woman that looked like she was on meth. Yeah, her. Huh. Anyways, yeah, let's just get back to this. Um, the movie itself um, had some flaws. Yeah, was it overly gory? No, it wasn't really a torture film gore, and I don't know why people consider Saw a torture porn. In my opinion, it really wasn't. In my opinion, Saw wasn't really a torture porn film. Now, if you want a torture porn film, you know, I'm not saying you should, but a Serbian film is. God, I hate that fucking movie. Fuck you, a Serbian film. But anyways, that movie's just fucking sick. I watched it once. I regretted it. That's why I did a episode of Pissed Off Movie Asshole saying why you shouldn't watch it. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Um, Now I'll get back to that later. I'm going over remakes right now. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake. That was total fucking garbage. And the guy who played Freddy Krueger in that movie, he did an okay job. He's not Robert Englund. You know, I grew up with Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. Not you know James Earl Haley. I think is his name. Is it James Earl Haley or James Haley? If I got that name wrong, I apologize. But yeah, or William Earl Haley or something Earl Haley. Yeah. He did. I mean, he tried his best, but he's not Robert Englund. And he did the voice so. He made it sound like Batman. Like, hey, I'm the guy in the night, but I'll kill you in your fucking dreams. I am fucking goddamn Freddy Krueger Batman, motherfucker. That's what he sounded like. You know. Yeah. Or he sounds like a racist uncle that you'll have saying the N-word for no reason. That's what I picture that Freddy Krueger doing. I don't know, but yeah. That remake was just ugh. Now, all right, let me go on to the two remakes of of what is that damn movie? I can't. What is that damn movie? Is it Prom Night? No. 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 Oh yeah, Black Christmas. Sorry. The one that was in 2006, I didn't really care for that one. But however, I would say this: what's her name in that movie was fucking hot. Katie Cassidy. Oh my god. Oh damn. Sorry. But anyways, yeah. She was also in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, but who gives a fuck about that? Am I right? uh, and she also did two movies with Debbie Ryan, one of my favorite actresses. Well, besides Selena Gomez, but yeah. Fuck you, Betty Bronco. But anyways, anyways, let's get back to this. Yeah, with that remake, uh, the only reason I liked it is because the only reason I watched it is because of Katie Cassidy. Katie Cassidy was hot, and also I had seen her on Supernatural because my sister keeps watching that show over and over and over and over again. Speaking of, and let's also not forget that You know, yeah, hmm, that is kind of funny. But anyways, yeah. Um, the guy who Garrett Padalecki was it Padalecki, I think is his name. Garrett Padalecki, yeah. He was in the remake of Friday the 13th, which, by the way, was a good movie. The remake of Friday the 13th was a pretty good movie. It was basically a remake of, well, it was basically a remake of 1, 2, and 3. It was pretty damn good. I didn't hate it. It was a pretty decent film. And it was directed by the guy who directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. It was also produced by Michael Bay, I believe. So, yeah, I believe it was produced by Michael Bay. Uh huh. I never know. Oh, what an asshole. He even wouldn't tell me, prick. Well, anyways, as I was saying, the yeah, it was just memorizing or whatever it was. But yeah, let me let me pause that Friday the 13th remake right quick and go to the Black Christmas 2019 remake. I hated that one. That was fucking pure trash. Why the fuck are you gonna call it Black Christmas when it has nothing to do like with the original? And was there even I don't remember a Billy character being in the movie. All it was is about a fucking cult. What the fuck? And college. I think the original and the 2006 remake had college girls in it, but this one was just fucking stupid. They made it gay ass PG-13. Like fucking seriously? Gay ass PG-13? Oh, instead of licking my, you know what, they had to cut that out. She was like, lick my clit. Like, fucking really? I don't want to lick your fucking clit, honey. It's probably nasty anyways, you fucking nasty ass bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that movie just it pissed me off. Okay, it was just a terrible, shitty ass fucking movie. And so now let's go back to the Friday the 13th one. There was an episode of Supernatural called Friday the 13th. And what happened? Jared Padalecki was in Friday the 13th. There was an episode called My Bloody Valentine. What happened? Jensen Ackles was in the remake of My Bloody Valentine. What the hell's up with that? And one more thing to connect Supernatural to other movies and other things. The guy who played Crowley in the show Supernatural, he's the son of the late actor who played Elvira's uncle in Elvira Mistress of the Dark. In case you guys didn't know that. Yeah. I forgot his name, but yeah. Um, by the way, my sister loves that guy. That's her man right there. She was still pissed on what happened with him. But anyways, yeah, let's just get back to this. Um, and that, and I guess if you want to also include, something Morgan, forgot his name, uh, like I heard is a very nice guy in real life. He was in Supernatural. He was in The Walking Dead. He played Negan in The Walking Dead, and he was also in the movie Rampage. My mother loved him in that fucking movie Rampage. Rest in peace, mom. She had a thing for men in suits. She just did. She even thought what is his name? Eric Roberts was good looking in that movie. What is that one movie? Expendables, where Eric Roberts is a bad guy, and when he's in that suit, my mother, she had a thing for guys in suits, or mysterious dark guys. She even had a thing for for the for the one guy in Tremors 4. Yeah, The Legend Begin. Not the one that played Bert, the mysterious guy that wore black. Him. By the way, his wife, I believe, played the voice of Littlefoot's grandmother originally, and she ended up passing away in '96. He never got over her death, and he passed away I think back in 2018 I think it was or 2020. But yeah, he never got over her death, and he was never the same. Yeah, yeah, and after that he started playing in dark movies, or taking up dark roles and stuff. But anyways, let's just get back to this. Yeah, movie remakes. So yeah, back to that. Those were just yeah. Now, let's get on to horror movie sequels, shall we? Now, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a franchise where only one movie is worth a damn in the franchise. Yes, you can ask Mr. Scott. Um, but almost only one movie is worth a damn in that franchise. The other one, in my opinions, that come close to the original, but has no fucking cigar to it, is Texas Chainsaw 3D, the Texas Chainsaw remake, and Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. They tried to make it dark and gritty, and they tried to make it like it was a true sequel, but it failed to because the stinking studios wanted to stay out of the fucking film, and also they let Ken Foray live. I mean, the only reason they did that is because people loved his character. Who the fuck would it? It's Ken Foray, you know. Just give him a gun and let him say motherfucker. Infringement, shut the fuck up, Henry. Well, that's what the angry video game hero said, okay? Shut up, Henry. Yeah, shut up, Henry. And you, David, get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm sorry. Damn. Dumbass. Anyways. Anyways, as I was saying, now let's get, Now, on the other hand, only the first movie is basically worth the damn. The third one comes close. No cigar, but I fucking love the third movie. I don't know why, but I have love for the third Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. I don't know why. I like it because, for one, it has a cool hero character in it. For three, the one guy Benny is a badass. Three, it just had cool stuff in it. Especially what's his name, motherfuckers don't tell me what to say, or some shit like that. He says something like that, but yeah, something to that effect. But yeah, him made it noteworthy. Another thing that I found personally about that film was it was just fun to watch. It was kind of like a dark comedy because it has comedy in the genre. But will we ever get a fully uncensored version? Probably not. I mean, I mean, maybe one day if the company can get a hold of it and they can ask New Line's permission. Yeah, and from what I heard, New Line's was I don't know if they were about to go bankrupt, but they were sold to Warner Brothers, who now owns New Line. So yeah, which is probably why my Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 has a Warner Brothers label on it. Huh. The now, okay. If someone edits this video, I want you to put the more you know thing. The dun dun dun. You know what I fucking mean. I am so sorry about that. But anyways, other horror movie. Oh yeah, other horror movie sequels that are very good. I'll give you. And and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. That one comes close to the original, but again, no cigar. 3D comes close to the original, but no cigar. And the 3D thing, the thing of the line, "Oh, do your thing, cuz." When I saw that, I was like, facepalm. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. I think his name is Dean Morgan. That's why I heard it is. But anyways, our Michael Dean Morgan, our son, our D. Michael Morgan, or something like that. Anyways, let's just get back to this. Other horror movies that had pretty good sequels. Nightmare on Elm Street had a couple good sequels. Uh, the second one wasn't that good. People hated the second one. I liked it. The third one is my favorite. Dream Warriors. I fucking love Dream Warriors. My God, if I could have a movie poster for Dream Warriors on my wall, right, like over there, or right there, or right there, you know, I would want one. I mean, I have a fucking Godzilla movie poster, because I love Godzilla. But yeah, I want to get a Nightmare on Elm Street movie poster, in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I do have other posters. I just don't have any taxes to hang them up yet. and I'm trying to find a place to hang them up. So because well, you fucking know. Anyways, let's get back to this. Um, yeah, and also I will say this: Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After that, oh yeah, we're talking about. Oh, sorry. I love sodas. Yeah. Anyways, what was it? What was it? Oh yeah, that's right. Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, on the other hand, Dream Warriors is my shit. Like I said, um, the fourth one, that one was pretty good. I just didn't like the fact that they had what's her name in there, but only for a short time before she got killed. You know, and she replaced. I think her name was something Arquette. What was her name? He's David Arquette's older sister. Yeah, David Arquette, I believe, is the baby of the family. So yeah, poor guy. But anyways, let's just get to this, okay? Yeah. Anyways, she was good in that movie. I liked her in Dream Warriors, but she's replaced by I think Tuesday Night. I think is her name. Tuesday Night. Tuesday Night's kind of hot. I don't think Tuesday Night was ever nude in a movie. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think she had a nude scene in the movie. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyways, I think it was Tuesday Night. Wait, and I know Tuesday Night I think had a cameo in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. But let's go through the rest of them. The fourth film, I liked it. It was pretty cool, especially when I think that was the one where he crushes the girl, in that box, and like, cause he turned her into a cockroach. I think that was the fourth movie. If I'm wrong, like my memory's not good. Okay, but yeah, that was a good movie. The reason people hated number two is because Freddy didn't have enough screen time. He had, I think, only 15 minutes of screen time. I think it was, or something like that. It was because the producers didn't want to hire Robert Englund back. And then the guy realized he was wrong for how he acted, so he ended up talking to Robert Englund, and they ended up giving Robert Englund the money, and they ended up filming the whole thing all over. Well, not the whole movie all over, but the scenes with Freddy Krueger with Robert Englund. So that's why a lot of the scenes got cut. So yeah. Um, Other than that, I still like number two. Not bad. It's an alright sequel, but yeah, not as good as the third and the fourth one though. The fourth one, besides that, he sucks the air out of a girl, and she's like, and she just falls dead. Like what the fuck? That scene, and from what I heard, she actually enjoyed that, and that because Robert Englund was of course very careful and very safe, very nice, But anyways, um, yeah, it was a good fun movie. The fifth one I didn't really care for because it was heavily edited. They had to cut out some scenes. So yeah, they had to cut out some scenes. On the other hand, yeah, and then they ended up cutting out. Yeah, they ended up fucking censoring the fucking fifth movie. I mean, they censored it all to hell. And then what happens? We go to number six. Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead is just a straight up fucking comedy horror, in my opinion. Now, it's funny, but it's more funnier than the previous films. Freddy Krueger was just, but in the sixth movie, Freddy Krueger's just played for fucking laughs in that movie. It's actually funny. Freddy Krueger is fucking funny in this movie. Don't forget the power glove! Yeah. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah. But yeah. On the other hand, the movie itself is not necessarily terrible. I liked it, but a lot of people hated the sixth film. I liked it because it's funny. Let's not forget that the guy, Brian Greenblatt, or something Greenblatt, I forgot his name. Something Greenblatt. If that last name sounds familiar to you, I'm going to give you a fact. The little girl from Stuck in the Middle, no, not Jenna Ortega, the younger sister, Daphne, her. That's her father, the one that played the Jane Doe, or the John Doe, or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, John Doe. Yeah, that's her father. Yeah, no, not Jenna Ortega's father, you fool. The one that played the little sister and Stuck in the Middle. That's her father. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So now you know. Dun 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 dun. Shut the fuck up, Henry. How the fuck did you get over there? I don't know. Okay, as I was saying, uh, it's fun. Then you go to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Now that one is considered a meta horror movie, and that was, I think, 2 years before he did Scream, I think, which everybody fucking loves Scream, and I fucking love New Nightmare. Wes Craven's New Nightmare, my god. And then there's a fan film called Dylan's New Nightmare, which has Dylan from Wes Craven's New Nightmare in it. And by the way, Dave McRae from Two Dudes and Some Bullshit, or just Dave McRae, his regular show. But yeah, anyways, he did a good job at playing fucking Freddy Krueger in Dylan's New Nightmare. My god, he did a fucking good movie. He did such a phenomenal fucking job. Go check out Dylan's New Nightmare. It's a good fucking movie. Go check that out. You really should. But anyways, the movie itself, the Wes Craven's New Nightmare, not a terrible film. It's a great film. Now I'm going to the other movie. I'm not going to mention all of them in one episode. This might be a 2 episode. Maybe part 2 will probably drop tomorrow. You may never fucking know, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So you might join me in part 2 if you want to. But right now, until this ends, I want to tell you more things. Now, I'll probably discuss like the Friday the 13th franchise tomorrow, as well as other horror movie sequels and all that. But I'll say this: Freddy vs. Jason, a solid, good fucking movie. I liked that one. It was funny, and it was great, and I enjoyed the fucking movie. So yeah. But here comes the part where I get mad, though. Upcoming fucking horror movie remakes. It's gonna be remakes of the fucking fat brown asshole. Or should I say up the chocolate starfish, as people call it. What the fuck is that? Why would you call it that? They can't do a good remake horror movie. They can't do a good Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. It's like trying to find the 1793 large penny in a fucking haystack. It's gonna be impossible to fucking find one of those. I really want that coin too. Stinking $10,000 coin. Anyways, the movie itself, let's just get back to this. They're fucking remaking fucking Cujo. Why the fuck do we need a fucking remake of Coo to the fucking Joe? We don't need a remake of Cujo. There's other horror movies that are in the works that are remakes. Hell, they're remaking Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I only seen bits and pieces of the original. And I also heard they're remaking The Devil's Reign. Really? They're also remaking Whoever Slew Auntie Roo, and they're also remaking other horror movies too. Why the fuck would you do that? Now, why the fuck would you think it's a good idea, huh? To do a fucking remake of Whoever Slew Auntie Roo, Cujo, and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Why? And oh, by the way, I've been hearing the Mummy 4. I hope the fuck so. And and they're bringing back that one girl that to play Evie, because the third movie fucking was bullshit without her. But I'll say this though. I'll give it this though. Horror movie remakes are just fucking plain out terrible. They suck ass. They're stupid. And some remakes are just plain out fucking garbage. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Fucking Poltergeist. Sorry, too soon? Ooh. Anyways, or other horror movie remakes, that I thought was garbage. Well, no, the Amityville remake was actually fucking good. Oh, what if the remake was terrible? Oh, I'm sorry, the one horror movie remake. You wanna know what that is? You do? The fucking Omen. The remake fucking sucked ass. Sorry. But this has been Pissed Off Movies Asshole here. And tomorrow, probably join me for part 2. And maybe, just maybe, I will have something to celebrate for. And I am on the road to 400 subs. So, play nice. Love you guys.